Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, I'm Safira Ramadhanti from Accounting. Today I will presentation about Module 12 English for Accounting. Let's get started. First, amortization versus depreciation and overview. Amortization and depreciation are two methods of calculating the value for business assets over time. A business will calculate these expense amounts in order to use them as a tax deduction and reduce their tax liability. Amortization is the practice of spreading an intangible assets cost over that asset's useful life. Depreciation is the expensing of a fixed asset over its useful life. A third method for expensing business asset is the depletion method, which is an accrual accounting method used by business that extract natural resources from the earth such as timber, oil, and mineral. Amortization. Amortization is the practice of spreading in intangible assets cost over that asset's useful life. Intangible assets are not physically assets per se. Example of intangible assets that are expensed through amortization might include 1. Patents and trademarks. 2. Franchise agreements. 3. Proprietary process such as copyright. 4. Cost of issuing bonds to raise capital. And the last, organizational cost. Unlike depreciation, amortization is typical expense on straight line basis, meaning the same amount is expensed in each period over the asset useful life. Additionally, assets that are expensed using the amortization method typically don't have any resale or salvage value, unlike with depreciation. It's important to note the context when using the term amortization, since it carries another meaning. An amortization schedule is often used to calculate a series of loan payments consisting of both principal and interest in each payment, as in the case of a mortgage. The term amortization is used in both accounting and in lending with completely different definition and use. Depreciation. Depreciation is the expensing of a fixed asset over its useful life. Fixed assets are tangible assets, meaning they are physically assets that can be touched. Some examples of fixed or tangible assets that are commonly depreciated include building, equipment, office furniture, vehicle, land, and machinery. Since tangible assets might have some value at the end of their life, depreciation is calculated by subtracting the asset salvage value or resale value from its original cost. The difference is depreciated evenly over the years of the expected life of the asset. In the other words, the depreciated amount expensed in each year is a tax deduction for the company until the useful life of the asset has expired. For example, an office building can be used for many years before it becomes run down and is sold. The cost of the building is spread out over the predicted life of the building, with a portion of the cost being expensed in each accounting year. Depreciation of some fixed asset can be done and on an accelerated basis, meaning that a larger portion of the asset value is expensive in the early years of the asset life. For example, vehicles are typically depreciated on an accelerated basis. Advertising. The goal with advertising is first and foremost to grab the audience attention and create a certain need, desire, or a feeling. But with increased access to information, products, and services all around the world, it creates an even higher level of competition for companies reaching and connecting with their customer. With increasing competition, organizations need to find a new way to reach their customer base and possible customer. Organizations can use different methods like the direct advertising, word of mouth advertising, sponsored advertising, and hidden advertisement. Advertising in Iceland needs to follow certain rules and guidelines regarding what is and is not allowed. These rules and regulations are created by Albinji. According to Albinji Act number 57/2005 on the surveillance of unfair business practice, and market transparency is mentioned that advertisements should be created in a way that there is no doubt about an advertisement is in place. Direct advertising. Every day, organizations distribute messages to their market segment through media like email, website, mobile phone, and social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. Customers are constantly getting reminded about new products or service, special offer, and deals through different kind of media. According to Hagstova Island, an increase over the last year has been in advertising revenue for media like newspaper, television, radio, and the other independent organizations. As seen in Figure 4, the advertising revenue of media has doubled from the year 2000 to 2015. The statistics show that the revenue decreased after the recession in 2008, but have been increasing since then. This shows that the advertising industry is growing and is a potential for even further growth in the upcoming years. Sponsor advertising. According to an interview with Maria Holmgren, their organizations are looking more towards the marketing method of using influencers on social media, either to work with them or for them to promote a product or a service. Further, talk about that sponsored advertisement is more like education for the consumer. The influencer, for example, can use the product and give it a review and even create a tutorial on how to use it. Porter talks about sponsored advertisement and how they can be thought of as a message that can be used to inform the consumer about the ability and use of the product. In relation to this, it is common in Iceland to see an influencer on social media like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and lifestyle blogs talk about, for example, makeup, skincare, products, or service. The influencer explains the use and benefits of the product or service, also mentioning where the consumer can purchase the product or the service. Hidden advertising. According to Maria Holmgren, organizations are continuously looking for new ways to reach a larger audience for their product or service. Further, an article on the website of Morgan Blow mentioned increased usage of social media for advertising and how the line between when the advert is a clear advertising or a hidden advert gets even. Organizations are using influencers that have large following of individuals on their lifestyle blogs, Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat account. The article talks about how organizations are sending these individual products to try and hope for the individual will show and talk about their product or service on their social media account. Whether the person decides to tell its audience on its medium of choice if the product or service was a gift or if it's a collaboration isn't always clear to the audience. One type of hidden advertisement is product placement, where a product, service, or a brand is placed in a movie, television show, photo shoot, or even, according to Jave and Nebenzel, a a product placement is a form of a disguised advertisement, a kind of imposter to the consumer. Rules and last is rules and regulation. According to Nathan Dastova, their main purpose is ensuring the rights and safety of consumers doing business. Their role is surveillance and enforcing law regarding consumer protection in relation to products or service. The agency is under the Ministry of Interior and obeys the laws of their Operation Act number 62/2005, where the department is handling projects regarding consumer product safety, public market watch, and statistics. Early in the year of 2017, an article at Visir was published regarding a ruling in relation to hidden advertising on social media. This article was about Nathan Destova ruling a case against the retailer Cronan. The case was regarding hidden advertising campaign that was on social media in December 2016. Nathan Destova concluded that the campaign Cronan went with for the ready-made cookie dough were 70 sorted. The ruling was the advertising campaign that did on social media was not clarified enough for the customer that it was an advertisement they were looking at. This advertising campaign involved individual posting on their account and using the hashtag which the symbol of this as seen in figure 5. In this case, hashtag like 17 sortir, Aulen Crony, and hashtag Cronan. The caption that were used beneath the Instagram photos were "I think I will stick to the cookie dough were Cronan," and "Christmas baking has never been this easy until now," according to Nathan Stova, 2017. In this case, Cronan had hired a company that specialized in connecting companies with social media influencers to promote the cookie dough from 17 sorted in December 2016. Okay, I think that's enough from my presentation. Thank you for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.